All right, so let's begin the show. And today, a very special topic. We are going to discuss about the RBI portal called Udgam. Now, this is a portal where you will get information about any unclaimed money if that belongs to you or anyone in your family. How does this portal work, and how can you get the information? What all banks are a part of this portal, and what kind of money are we talking about? Be it your savings account or your deposits account. Let's get you all the details. Today I have with me Mrin Agarwal, founder, director of Finsafe. Mrin, good evening. Welcome to the show. So a lot's been going on regarding claiming the unclaimed amount of money. We've had surprising figures sometime back, the money that's lying unclaimed in savings account and fixed deposits, even shares for that matter. So now RBI has really started acting quick on this, and we have this Udgam portal where apparently 30 banks, if I'm not wrong, are a part of this particular portal, and they have given the information of the unclaimed amount that's lying with them. What is it all about?
So good evening, Kavita. Lovely to be here today on the Money Show. And yes, I think this is a great move for individuals to have a portal like this where you have information available from 30 banks. So essentially, this Udgam portal, it's facilitated by RBI. And it's a website where depositors can view information regarding all the unclaimed deposits. Now, when it was launched early this year, then it had only about 7 banks, but now that has been increased to 30 banks. And essentially, what happens out here is that if an unclaimed deposit, so what's an unclaimed deposit? So, for example, if there have been balances lying in savings account or current account, and these accounts have not been operated for 10 years, or there have been fixed deposits which have been lying unclaimed for 10 years. That means from the date of maturity, 10 years has passed and nobody has come to claim these deposits. So, what typically happens is that these amounts actually get moved to something known as the Depositor Education and Awareness Fund, or DEAF. And this is a fund of RBI basically, right? So now, earlier on, what used to happen was that if the family member, let's say, of an individual realizes that that there are these unclaimed amounts, and these unclaimed amounts happen mainly, I think a lot of them happen in cases of death, right? So let us say a family member realizes that these amounts are unclaimed, then they have to approach all the individual bank themselves. And of course, there's going to be a lot of paperwork, with each bank, there's going to be separate paperwork. And it's also very time consuming because once it moved to DEAF, to get it out from there, there is a process to do it. So obviously, being a process, it is going to take some amount of time. And what has really been simplified now is that there is this one portal where you have information given by 30 banks, and you can go to this one portal, and of course you have to create an account and put in some information, and based on that you can get all the details of the unclaimed deposits.
Let's just get more in depth with this. But before that, what's the unclaimed amount exactly are we talking about?
If I'm not mistaken, I think 25,000 crores, if I'm not mistaken, that is
25,000, or I think it's beyond 40,000 crores, because it's
40,000.
savings and fixed deposits. So there are 30 banks which are a part of this portal. I want to understand. So these are PSU, private, all sort of banks which have given information?
Yes, so of course, in the PSU side, you have SBI and you have Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, Federal Bank. You also have foreign banks like Citibank, Standard Chartered Bank, and then of course you have the Indian private sector bank. So you've got ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, IndusInd Bank. You've got HSBC, of course. So Kotak Mahindra again, Axis Bank. So pretty much, I think most of the large banks are there. There are also some cooperative bank like the Saraswat Cooperative Bank, and of course there's Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank as well. So there are quite a few banks. There are 30 banks that are there right now, and I think that's pretty much a very very large part of our banking sector in India.
So, the total amount is 42,270 crores in the fiscal 2023, which is 28% higher than the last year data. Mrin. That's like a lot of money, and this includes savings and fixed deposit from, and this is unclaimed. That's unbelievable. What is the reason why it gone unclaimed? People not having nominees in place?
I would think that most of these would be death cases. And, I have seen many such cases where when an individual passes, the family members are pretty unaware of where the individual had their accounts or their deposits. And hence, for them to actually even figure out what's there, and, maybe they don't have the right paperwork. But I would think it's because of the lack of awareness of the individual's holdings that a lot of these just lie unclaimed.
Rin, once you log on to this, first of all, what's the portal's name? It's just Udgam,
Udgam.
where, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
okay. So
I think
we
it's
log in over there, okay,
yeah.
we do the registration, and after that, what's the process?
Yeah, so like any other portal, of course, you'll have to register, giving an ID proof and stuff like that. And once you do that, then again, you can search for the account holders' information, and there are a set of documents that you can search it with. So, of course, PAN is something, driving license, passport details, or even voter ID individual. They can use that information and then get the information about the unclaimed deposits of the account holder.
There'll be basic documents that one would ask for, Aadhaar card, passport number, voter ID, etc. Just in case you don't have it and it's a case of someone who's deceased, then
I think there should be a provision then, but of course, the individual always has the option. See, at least even if you can get to know, I know it'll be a little difficult if you don't have any of these documents. I think then it's quite difficult to actually figure out, what to do, but in most cases, the PAN would be there.
so we just get the information about the money which is lying in a particular bank. The bank in the end will allot you the money. But just in case you want to figure out if there is some unclaimed amount, you need to go on the portal, or when you know that you have an unclaimed amount, you know the bank's name also, then you go on the portal.
Well, ideally, it's the first situation where you don't know where the money is. That's where I think the portal would be more useful, because if you know the bank details, then you can always approach the bank directly and start the claim process, right? But I think in the cases where you don't know about the unclaimed amount, I think this is where it becomes more helpful. The portal becomes more helpful.
One last question, Mrin. How different is this from IEPF?
Uh, the Yeah, I'm a little not so sure on that, but yeah, I think this is the fund. I'm sorry, the IEPF is where the unclaimed amounts from stocks and other instruments, I think, lie over there basically.
It's fund which is associated to several stock markets related investment instruments. We talk about debentures, we talk about dividends, and shares of public
Yeah.
companies, and application money due, which is there for refund, is also available. And mature deposits that comes under company deposit schemes are also a part of IEPFs.
Yeah, all other instruments
Exactly.
basically.
So I
Yeah,
think
sorry about that confusion.
that's okay. It happens. So
Yeah,
Udgam is
yeah,
more about your savings and your fixed deposits,
yeah.
more banking related deposits, and this is your investments, which is all part of your equity market. All right. I think that will be all. Thank you so much, Min, for being a part of this show and helping our
Yeah.
viewers with this today. On that note, let's take a quick break, but then post that, let's get our viewers connected and let's do their life financial planning after this break. But then, just in case you are someone who is watching us live and want to ask us any question, you can do that quickly on our WhatsApp number 865-797-4571. You can also email us your question on themoneyshow@etnow.tv. See you after this break. Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal, and there are plethora of funds available in the market to invest your hard-earned money in. But how do you assess which is the right fund for your portfolio? what are the criteria that one should look at? To help you navigate through this maze, today I have with me Gautam Kalia, Senior Vice President and Head of Investor at Sher Khan by BNP Paribas. Also, do not forget to send us your portfolio queries. You can WhatsApp us your questions on 865-797-4571. You can also email us your queries on themoneyshow@etnow.tv. Hi Gautam, good evening. Welcome to the show. And I have our first viewer online, Nitin Shigwan from Mumbai. Nitin, hi. Good evening.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. How are you? It's a pleasure to talk to you, ma'am.
Same here. Thank you so much for sending us your question and lovely talking to you. Tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, Nitin, I can hear you.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
currently I'm doing SIP for 11K per.
Okay.
Okay, I just wanted to, increase that amount for around 12K per month.
Okay, so I'll
And
just cross-check
I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'll just cross-check the name of the funds. Nippon India Multicap, Nippon India Small Cap you have,
Yes, ma'am.
ICICI Pru Technology, UTI Small Cap, Kotak Emerging Equity. And you've been investing in these funds from, one is 2 years, Nippon India Small Cap, Nippon India Multicap you just added 3 months ago. Technology fund you have since a year almost, even small cap, and emerging equity 5 months back, right?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay, you want to increase your SIP amount to 12,000 and 12 years time horizon, and 90,000 is the current portfolio value. You have a term insurance of 50 lakhs. I hope your
Yes,
term
ma'am.
insurance that you've taken includes any loan that you've taken.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, so let's just cross-check your portfolio. After 12 years, any corpus that you have assigned to this portfolio?
So, ma'am, hello. I have I have currently 2 policies for LICs.
Huh.
Okay.
So
And
let's
I
take the
don't.
policy question later, because I want to just figure out your funds right now. I just want to understand, since these funds are going to be in this portfolio for 12 years, is there any
Yes.
specific amount that you want to accumulate?
No, I'm looking for ma'am wealth creation, for retirement plan.
Okay,
But I
retirement is
wanted to
how far, Nitin? Retirement is how far?
I'm currently ma'am, I'm 36 years
You're
old.
36. Okay. And what's your monthly expense now?
Around 20K.
Around 20K. Any financial liabilities?
No, ma'am, no.
No loan, nothing?
Nothing, nothing.
Will you be taking a loan?
I can't say exactly now, but I'm not looking for any loan.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because we are doing a retirement planning thing for you now. Gautam might need these details to give you a rough idea of as to how much would you need after retirement, which I assume will be the age of 60. And then, if you want this portfolio to earn 20,000, and maybe if you talk about 12 years, this amount might go up to 50-60,000 per month. So how much would you need to increase your investment? So that calculation we'll be expecting from Gautam. But then Gautam, let's start with the funds. Okay, we know that he needs to increase his investment amount. 12,000 he can do per month, and for 12 years.
Right. So I think my first question actually for Nitin was, does he want to increase it from 11,000 to 12,000, so which is an increase of 1,000 per month, or is he planning to double his SIP, more than double, by adding another 12,000 per month? That was something which was not very clear to me.
So, Gautam, he says he wants to increase it to 12,000 per month.
Okay.
I'm assuming it is a 1,000 increase, right, Nitin?
Hello.
Yeah, Nitin.
Currently, ma'am, 11,000. Okay, for
So-
SIP, and additionally 12,000. I will, yeah. Hello.
Other 12,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
Right.
an increase
So-
of 12,000. Yeah.
So that means that you're going to take your SIP to about 23,000 per month.
Right.
So basically, I'll give you input on your schemes, and I'll also tell you what to do with the additional 12,000. So if you do have 11 plus another 12, which is 23,000, over the next 12 years at 12%, you'll end up with about 77 lakhs. So by the time you're 48, you'll end up at 77 lakhs. I can just quickly calculate and tell you what will it be at 60. But that is what you're looking at if you continue down this path. And you get returns in line with the 12% expectation that we've put in our projections. Your existing SIPs, just a couple of things that I'd suggest here is that you got UTS small cap. that you could shift to Kotak Emerging Equity Fund, and your Nippon India Multi-Cap that you could shift to HDFC Flexi Cap, especially since your horizon is longer. So you want to give that additional flexibility to the fund manager. Now, if I look at what your portfolio should look like with the additional 12,000, then this is what you should be doing going forward. So put in 7,000 rupees in ICICI Prudential Blue Chip in the large cap fund. Put in a 2,000 in the Bandhan Core Equity Fund, which is in the large and mid space. Your Kotak Emerging Equity will be 3,000 in the mid cap. Nippon India Small Cap, you have 2,500. You add another 500 there to round it up to 3,000. HDFC Flexi Cap that I just mentioned, you do 5,000 there. 361 Focused Equity Fund, you put in 2,000 there, which is a new SIP allocation. And ICICI Pru Technology, you currently have 500, which you can increase by another 500 to take it up to 1,000. So this will round out your portfolio. And this is something that you can continue. Just keep reviewing these funds every 6 months with your advisor.
So, Nitin, that's quite a detailed planning that's done for you. Anything else you want to know from Gautam? And Gautam, this is the portfolio that he should be sticking on to for how many years then?
So this portfolio is basis the research and information available to us now. But what we normally tell our clients and investors is to just revisit their decisions and scheme selection every 6 months. And it's something that you should just get that reviewed. But this has been made with the intent to invest for a long period, over 10-15 years.
You've suggested almost 7 funds, if I'm not wrong, out of which he has one.
Yes, total 7 because he's already got 5.
Yeah.
So he's adding almost the same amount. So we're trying to rationalize it and keep the number of funds around 7. Yeah.
Anything else you want to ask?
We can actually reduce the fund if it's too many. We can do one fund clearly we can reduce.
Okay.
Which is the iPro Technology Fund. Because the sector fund not necessary to keep over a long period of time.
Okay. Nitin, anything else you want to ask him?
No, sir, I just wanted to know, sir, shall I discontinue that ICICI Prudential Technology Growth or shall I continue?
So see, if you have a specific view on technology, then you can continue it. But if you're looking at a 15-20 year horizon, you'll get enough exposure to technology sector through your other funds. So you don't need a dedicated fund there. So you can probably move that money into ICICI Prudential Blue Chip or Bandhan Core Equity Fund where we are suggesting, which is in the large and large mid space.
All the best, Nitin. I have Amar on the phone line with me. Quickly, we'll take his call. Hi, Amar. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
You want to invest 30 lakhs and return that you're aiming from mutual funds at almost 20% over 5 years.
Yes, right.
All right. Quickly, Gautam, what's the solution for him?
So first, you'll have to pare down your expectations. The market has delivered, anywhere between 12-13% over the last 5-10 years. So while there may be ups and downs, there'll be some years that will be very good. But definitely, you should look. Your projection should be around 12% when you invest, and your expectation should be set around that much. So I'll just tell you the allocation because I don't know the amount. If you're looking to invest for 5 years and more, then ICICI Prudential Blue Chip, try to put in about 9 lakhs there out of the 30 lakhs, which is 30% allocation. Bandhan Core Equity Fund, which is 15%, which is around 4.5 lakhs. Mrin Asset Mid Cap and ICICI Prudential Small Cap. Here you can put 25% of your allocation, which is 4 lakhs and 3.5 lakhs in these two funds respectively. 361 Focused Equity Fund and DSP Flexi Cap Fund. So 5 lakhs and 4 lakhs in these two funds. So this way your total of 30 lakhs you can invest.
All the best, Amar. And with that, it's a wrap. Thank you so much, Gautam, for being on the show and helping our viewers. And I'm going to leave our viewers with our WhatsApp number and email ID where they can send us your portfolio queries, 865-797-4571, themoneyshow@etnow.tv. That's the email ID. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.